So, guys, this is going to be out of order, but this is the intro to Power versus 4, part 4. I pray to God that was the right one. In this series, and you will see shortly the continuation of part 2 of part 1 of part 4. And so I was like, picking up from the conversation before. Yeah. I said, am I supposed to be going on this trip? In the moment, I was just, something in me felt irky or just not bright and happy, right? So fast forward, trip's in October. I already paid for the ticket. I'm like, let's paint the picture. It's $777 I paid, and I haven't. Oh, what happened between then? Okay. Life played out that we were about to lose our house. But thank God things turned it around. But my husband and I started seeing things that maybe this was actually a divine intervention. God will do for you what you can't do for yourself. And we got that fixed. But 2 weeks ago, my husband was told that his job in his new lab company, that specific location, was shutting down because they lost their contract. And what happens? We are forced to make a decision. We prayed about this though, because we had a feeling, we were getting signs, you know, my olive branches, in which we were being told to leave, you know, that leave this house, leave, there's a move coming, right? So my husband applies to other out-of-state jobs, but I just felt like I can't leave yet because I'm still here. I just got a job at an aerial studio. Yes, I will have to drive, but it makes me happy to do the work, you know. I'm glad to do it, and I'm willing to do it, just not ever to I hate driving. And so he applies for other jobs out of state, and everybody loves my husband. He's such a great guy. And so the job had given him 2 choices at his current location. You can either take a payout and leave, or you can go over to the location that they have up in Maryland and drive pretty much 2 hours a day and no promotion. So when he was going through a back and forth of like trying to negotiate with these jobs out of state, and you know, his superior over here close to us, you know, found out. She was like, oh wait, you know what, actually we could pay you, help you with relocation, and give you in October a raise in a higher position in your field, because that's what he wanted. You know, he wants to move out. You can't do it on like $16 an hour, you know. Fuck, no one could do that, not around here. Okay. And because, you know, I don't want to leave this place yet because of a position that I'm feeling called to do, and I've heard the call, so I obey. We're staying, you know, we're moving, everything's going. And again, I just felt like we're moving, we have to find a place. My husband's, now his next worries are like, we got to find the good place for us, you know, safe place, and one we'll be happy with. And I said, well, now I'm about to go back. I made the decision to go back into the workforce. Not full-time though, because I still want to do my spiritual healing work that I'm doing, which is honestly online and yoga teaching. I keep saying teacher training. So I made the decision. I've been praying about it. I woke up today and I said, you know what, Lord, I don't know if this is 100%, but I don't feel bad about the decision or the idea that was in my mind in the moment. I want to go to India. I have to still pay for my retreat. I still have to find the money, have to get the money to do the housing. I still have to go and like money for, shopping and having fun, etc. Right? It just was too much of I need to do it. Too much forcing the situation to happen. So I said, fuck it. I'm just going to cancel it. And I did. And yeah, I lost some money. But I said, you know what? I was actually, again, October is when I got married last year. October 8th, 2018. And I was going to be gone for 3 weeks. And on my first wedding anniversary. And I said, why don't I just do another trip with my husband? Something that where he and I can just, let's go let the divine lead the way, like he's done so many times before. And so I kind of been sitting in there. I was like, did I make the right decision? Did I not? And today, because I said my husband's always wanted to go to Spain. Guess what happened? And this is divine synchronicity. When you know you're in the presence of power versus force. And I ended up deciding Spain. I saw a divine sister. Don't even know her. I literally just met her online, because we're in the same group that we work together with and through our spiritual mentor, Gabby Bernstein. And I found out she's a chef in Spain. And I was like, oh, interesting, right? And today, like when we were voice messaging it today with one another, she was like, so funny, like right before like I checked my message, I heard myself say, this is my divine sister, right? There's moments when you're just at peace and calm that your spirit, your inner guide will talk to you. And I was like, okay. I was like, that's beautiful, right? Because for a reason we connected. I'm doing my like work right now, right before I'm talking to you guys, to sit down and see what I wanted to tie this in, because I don't want to let it be too long that I'm not leading and guiding and teaching. Let it be too much space between. And let me read it. So from my journal, which I need more pages now at this point. Each day should be a waking moment. Be leading you to feel empowered, confident, happy, and full of life. And the approach to life that should be taken should be one out of a space of curiosity, looking for the pieces to the puzzle. When you're lost, you feel in that place of gunkness, negativity, fear, shame, guilt, uncertainty. But if you approach life as if you're playing a game, you'll know you're on the right path. When you're in that moment, and right as you pick up that piece and as you place it down, when you place it down, or even in the moment of doing the action, you feel happy, excited, even some happiness. It means you're on the right path. Because life is a 1 bazillion, probably times infinity piece puzzle. And it is our role as players of the game to piece together the puzzle of love. And thus, take the pieces of happiness, take the pieces of power, take the pieces of peace and joy, gather them, find your olive trees, find your moments of synchronicity, and play your part. You don't need to know the whole picture to have fun and play. And the reason why I began with my story of trauma and I just started bawling was because I've always, confession time, when I was younger, I prayed so many times because I was hurt, you know, by my mom, like every day, you know, that I don't want to live and I want to die, you know. Again, I'm saying this in a safe place, so it's not like I'm wanting, it's what I said to confess and show. That, you know, I was, I still have that susceptibility depression, but there are moments, you know, like I just, like, what's the point if life is so mean? Like, what is the point? But when I started my spiritual path, this is one of the metaphors that my divine ascended teachers, you know, try to make it a little bit more tolerable for me, was that life is like a game. It's like a puzzle. I want you to walk through life, go through life, finding those happy moments. You know, and it can be very tiny, you know, so small that, like, meeting a friend from Spain that will confirm your decision that you canceling that trip to India was right for you, you know. And we don't have to feel guilty for not, you know, accomplishing or not finishing or sticking through a promise or a contract or a decision we had made with someone or with ourselves or with the situation, and feel guilty about it and stay in that place. You don't have to feel that way, because you know why? You're an ever-changing being. You're fucking gonna change, you know. You're in this process of redefining yourself. You're in this process of, like Michelangelo, when you have that sculpture and he's chipping away at the sculpture to uncover, you know, David, right? In the statue of David. That's what you're doing in this life. Don't be afraid to fucking live it, because you have the freedom to make a decision and choice every single day. The best one for the highest good for you and for the good of all others. If tomorrow you wake up and you don't feel confident and right about the decision, maybe the decision was okay for then. But your life, only the true spirit and intuitive guide in you, the creative wisdom, divine wisdom that is unchanging and ever true, knows what you're created for, what your direction is meant to be. And so, all this to say that, fuck it. I might be going to Spain. We'll see, you know. And I pray this message was a blessed one for you. Whoever was meant to hear it, let me know if you like these healing talks, healing conversations. And you just never know where your life is going to go. Just play the game. Look for those divine synchronicity moments. And so as we close our practice today, we will say, may the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the everlasting, unlimited love and light of the divine wisdom in you guide you on your way back home. Guide you on your way back to love. Sat Nam. Hi guys, this is the ending. I forgot to mention, please like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts, your reflection, what came up for you. My background is clinical work, and my work is really, I listen to people. I listen and I figure out and help you figure out for yourself, what is your barrier, your trauma that's holding you back from healing and achieving the life that you so wish, desire in your heart. So just know I'm here to listen.